Hiya, Francesca here from Palooka Salon. I'm super excited to be reviewing the poppy wig from the Sentoo range today, and this will be in the colour Lotus Midnight, which is also known as L4. I am a little bit late to the party with this wig. I have had her on my list for some time because I do know that the cap is particularly lovely. So I have finally got her in, and I have got her to show you today. So, Sentoo Collection, poppy wig, Lotus Midnight, a long, very gentle wavy style, and this colour 4 is, Lotus Midnight is a 4, which is a dark brown. If you compare it here to my Gwyneth John Renault human hair, it's ever so slightly a darker tone. This has more warmth to it, but there is warmth there. If I just bring it in closer, you might be able to get a sense of where there is also some warmth. Okay, right, so let's have a look at this gorgeous cap. Now, my very first wig was a Sentoo Sakura, I think it was. It was really long, but I chopped it straight away, and I still had some bio hair, and it was the first time I had a lace front, but I trimmed it right back and pulled out the bio hair. I went and found her again the other day, and she's still in super condition. I don't know why I hadn't revived her. But so I do have some experience with the Sentoo collection, but this cap is something else altogether. Now, it does run small. I do have a petite average head, and it's perfect for me, but it does run slightly small, and after I try it on, I'll get you the circumference measurements for that. But it is a really lovely fit for those of you that find some average ones to be a little bit on the loose side. So what do we have here? The main features for me that I was really impressed by was this extended lace front. So a lot of the lace fronts you will find are temple to temple, so you can see here it ends there, but this one extends further into those ear tabs. It's still a welded lace, but it does have that extended lace that just gives you a little bit more versatility there. It also has it's hand tied through to just past the crown, and then you have these enclosed wefts, so it does have that feel and comfort of a hand tied, especially through this crown and top part, where I feel sometimes with a wefted cap where the wind blows, I do get a little bit nervous if the wind is blowing and it's wefted, that those wefts are exposed. So this is a really lovely in between solution. Closed wefts really do help with that, but it's hand tied up until here, you can see. It also has, which is really super for women, or those of you that have complete hair loss, or you know, only a tiny bit of bio hair. It has these silicone or PU kind of strips at the back, so that it does just sit in place. It doesn't move as much, and it stops you having to use any tape, or it is a really good surface for the tape to adhere to. And it has that here as well on these ear tabs. The ear tabs still have those metal stays in them. I do love that this feels like it's a slighter profile. I'm forever in search of a wig where those ear profiles aren't so thick, I suppose is the word, because I'm a glasses wearer, and it might seem like a small thing, but being able to put your glasses on with one hand, which you feel like is something really basic when you have hair, it actually becomes a real problem when you're wearing wigs, because it will get caught underneath and you just don't have that kind of smooth. You can take them off smoothly, but putting them on, poke myself in the eye. So that's exciting. So I am going to go and pop her on. I haven't done anything with her. I will change the part. I think I've done that already, kind of, yeah, put her on the left, taken out that zigzag. The hair feels, you know, pretty soft. I have the Jon Renau hair fibres always seem finer and a bit softer, but this does feel really soft. There's a lot of hair here. I'm someone who doesn't like a lot of density, so I'm always chopping, not chopping, gently thinning out wigs. I don't do it straight away. I wear them for a while, see what happens, because you tend to find with synthetic and human hair, it has to find its groove, as it were, on your head and settle, and it's always a bit of a mistake to just get scissor happy straight away. But anyway, I'm going to go and try her on, and I'll let you know what I think afterwards. Hiya! Well, here she is. I have just popped the parting in, and as you can see, she's a gorgeous chest length, ever so slightly wavy style, very long in the front, so there's lots of possibility for putting in some more layers or cutting in ever so slightly amended style. As I said before, there's a lot of density to her, and my little measure of whether or not something is too dense is if you can tuck it behind your ears, and I can't get that behind my ear easily. It's just a big bundle of hair. So, but that's not a problem, because you just take the weight out from underneath here and have your stylist, or us, take that weight out for you. She's really, really beautiful. I'm just going to clip her a little bit back for you so that it's not in my way when I'm telling you about this. Just pop a little bobby pin in there. So as you can see, we've got this lace that goes to all the way here, which that is super, and the ear tab fits perfectly, and there is quite a nice profile there. Still not sure I can get my glasses over in one swoop. Just the feel of the hair, as I said before, it is soft. I'm not finding it as soft as the Jon Renau, but they are super soft, aren't they? It falls really nice, actually. Now this cap is super snug. I did say it runs small, and it's potentially a petite size. I want to show you here. Now that is the bottom of the ear tab. That's the limit for me. Any higher and, you know, it just doesn't feel right at all. So that's perfect, and it goes over my ear really nicely. And that silicone there, I tend to wear tape on my ear tabs with all wigs. I'll either sew in a bit of PU so I can stick it to it, or I put tape on the velvet or the felt, because I do not like that lift. But this actually kind of grips a little bit, but also I would tape it still. But it feels really, really secure. I mean, nothing's going to take this anywhere. So that's really lovely. It's just a really beautiful style. You know, it's long dark hair. It's lovely. It's, for me, it's very similar to my bio hair, colour, length, style. So, you know, if you're looking for something classic that is a very natural style, I would say that this would fit the bill. I want to show you this lace front. The lace front is cut quite tight, which I like, actually, so you don't need to cut that. But as with many lace front wigs where you don't have bleach knots, if it's dark, it's quite a visible knotting, but the knotting isn't terribly visible in the parting there, but it's only visible more because that hairline, can you see that hairline is rather hard? So you just need to break that up very carefully. Have a professional pluck that hairline for you. And there are lots of tips and tricks that I'm sure you've heard of before by using oil-free concealer just to mimic a bleach knot. Just gently pat in some concealer. I tend to use a very fine brush to just pat it in and and brush it up, because it gives you that illusion of a slightly lighter hairline, and that creates a much more natural look. So, you know, in terms of this wig, straight out of the box, I can't wear it. I personally would need to quite quickly take out some of the weight. I would let it sit for a while and wear it around the house and just see what that does in terms of, sometimes they do tend to flatten down. But for me, it's a lot of hair, and I don't like a lot of hair. I don't like it because it's the heat as well. I like to be able to, you know, play with hair in the same way. So it's tucking that side okay, but this side is too heavy for me. I would even put in a little fringe, not a fringe, but a swoopy fringe, just to take out some of that weight. But, right, let's go through these lengths. So, as I said, it's quite petite. So the cap size runs at 53 centimetres, and then our front is 32 centimetres, and then we've got a crown of 36, and also the nape is 36 as well. So lovely, lovely length. What do we think? I think she's beautiful, and as I've said, just a teeny little bit of customization to take out some weight, a little bit of training to get this to go back and not fall. The thinning will help with that as well, and a little bit of just to play with that hairline. But honestly, she's so snug. Yeah, so that's her. Poppy, Lotus Midnight, L4. Have a good day.